The Biketi family used to live in a small mud hut with a thatched roof that leaked in the rain, and their small farm was not producing enough food to feed their family throughout the year.
In the mornings, I normally prepare porridge for the family. You know, I've prepared the porridge just with the water and sugar, minus milk, because I don't have money to buy the milk. When you as a parent sees your child not satisfied, you feel hurt.
By now, we are only fighting the hunger. Yeah.
Yes.
As rural smallholder farmers, the Biketi family faced many challenges that kept them locked into a cycle of hunger and poverty.
We live in a rural area. We have no electricity or running water.
Market centers are far away, making it difficult to buy inputs at planting time and sell their crops after the harvest.
At times, when we want to sell our products, it's very difficult to get the best market, so we find ourselves selling it at a throwaway price to the local people.
With so many challenges, it's no wonder that smallholder farming communities contain nearly half of the world's hungry people. But it doesn't need to be that way. The Biketi family now has access to the tools they need to succeed. Education on new planting techniques, credit to buy high-quality seeds and soil nutrients, and delivery of the inputs to a location nearby their home. Using the new seeds and planting methods, the Biketis grew twice as much food as they needed to feed their family throughout the year.
I should get 20 to 25 bags.
Zipporah and Sanit managed to buy a few corrugated metal sheets for the roof of their new storage shed.
The maize has a better roof because, you see, the important thing is we need to eat.
Their new storage shed will help eliminate harvest losses and allow them to sell their produce later in the year when the price is higher.
My small farm has actually contributed to the global food security. For example, when we have planted maize that's a lot, we sell to schools and we sell to institutes.
After just 2 years of successful farming, Zipporah and Sanit saved enough money to build themselves a new house made of bricks with a metal roof that keeps out the rain.
For the last 2 years, my children are having breakfast, lunch, and supper every day. And you know, when the farmers of Africa can get this information that the agriculture is good in their life, through them, they can feed the world.
Most of the population coming are children and mothers. So food is a crucial necessity at the moment because, as you can see, some of them have trekked a long distance. They hardly have anything to eat. So they are one of the most important needs is food at the moment.
I had nothing to feed my children, only this ration that was given to me. And this is what I will offer my family.
The children, as you can see them around this place, are actually very excited when they see that the saucepans are on fire, the food is about to get ready. They don't have to be invited, they don't have to ring bells, they're already around waiting with plates and cups in their hands. And the parents are happy. You can see, since most of them are female parents, they are happy to see that at least their children will have something.
Now I'm very happy. I came directly to the UN, who will take care of all of my needs, especially shelter and food. We need food.
Can you imagine a world without chocolate? In the USA alone, more than $19 billion are spent on chocolate each year, and global sales are increasing annually by at least 2%, leading to a greater demand for cocoa. But cocoa production just cannot keep up. In recent years, there's been an epidemic of pests and diseases. Most of the world's cocoa is produced by about 6 million smallholder farmers. And they are also contending with aging trees and unsustainable farming methods. Mars, the world's second largest chocolate company, predicts that in 2020 the chocolate industry will be short of 1 million tons of cocoa. To ensure its survival, Mars realized it had to invest in the farmer.
We need to do something to improve the productivity of the cocoa. We need to do something to help the farmer to triple their yield.
One of the farmers desperate to triple his yields is Ahmad Darise. He lives in Indonesia, the world's third largest producer of cocoa, and in his village on Sulawesi Island, almost everyone grows it. Ahmad himself has been farming cocoa for 20 years, but he struggled against pests and diseases, and 2 years ago he almost gave up.
Sometimes I became very hopeless. Where could I go from here? How could I go on if I didn't have any more money? Sometimes I was so confused I got headaches. I would even cry at home. How would I solve this problem?
Ahmad's neighbor Mimi Abdurho has a similar story. She has 1,000 cocoa trees, but her yield was so low that she couldn't support her family.
Farming cocoa was very difficult for us because at that time we did not know much about cocoa.
But in 2011, that changed. Mars partnered with the Indonesian government and the UN's International Fund for Agricultural Development, or IFAD, to open this cocoa development center. Ahmad and Mimi are among the 500 farmers who have come for training. Here they learn new techniques on how to care for their trees, maintain their farms, and produce more and better cocoa.
I like to work together with Mars because they want to exchange ideas about how to improve the quality of the cocoa and how to increase the yields.
And for Mars, this mutually beneficial relationship is an inherent part of their philosophy.
One of the Mars principles is mutuality. Both sides have a mutual benefit. That's meaning that we need to provide the ability to farmer to be able to increase the productivity in the farm. By the end, we'll also benefit the cocoa industry.
And the training is already paying off. Back on her farm, Mimi applies the new techniques she has learned. A year ago, she used to only harvest 50 kilograms of cocoa beans twice a year. She now harvests 100 kilograms twice a month. Ahmad is also using his new skills. In the past year, his yields have increased by 60%.
Now my heart feels happy. Praise God, I got through it. I will keep working hard with the cocoa because it is the only thing that can improve my life.
Ahmad is one of more than 400,000 smallholder cocoa farmers in Indonesia. And, says Jaka Wacana from the Ministry of Agriculture, the government cannot ensure their survival on its own.
If this partnership was not formed, the farmers would have difficulties, particularly with money and technology, because the government cannot provide the technology that Mars can.
Anisa Pratiwi from IFAD, which brought Mars and the government together for this partnership, agrees.
Partnership is important for the government, for the community, and for the private sectors. We need to work very closely together. We need to support each other in order to create a sustainable economic development in the future.
And working together has been so successful that this year Mars plans to open more cocoa development centers in other areas. Meanwhile, farmers like Ahmad are passing on their new skills to those who missed the training. And as these new techniques spread and cocoa production increases, these farmers will earn a higher income. Chocolate companies will get a continued supply of good quality cocoa, and chocoholics around the world will still get their fix.